Hey, so I'm in the middle of tearing down my old truck here, and I'm taking it all apart to go through the engine and trans, and I've been trying to figure out what the best process for cleaning up nuts and bolts is. And here's kind of the process that I worked out. It's like a two-step thing, and basically, well, here, let me change the camera around. So yeah, here's this process I've come up with that seems to work best for me anyway. It's a two-step process. I'm going to use a rock tumbler. This is like a toy rock tumbler kit that we got from my daughter years ago, and she tumbled rocks in it and then outgrew it, and it's just been sitting in the garage. Interestingly enough, I checked it out. These things are on sale right now on clearance on Walmart.com for like $6 as of 2024. They're probably, depending on when you watch this, but a kit like this, though, like a kid's kit, it's only like $40 typically, and they look really cheap, and you think they're not going to work well, but this one's been going. I mean, she tumbled all her rocks as a kid, and then I've done like 10 loads of these already. So there's some value to them. Um, I will say also you can't put anything really big. Here's the head bolts; those aren't going to go in there, and you also can't put too much in because the motor won't be able to spin it. But just a normal handful of nuts and bolts every night, and you can get through it pretty quick. So what am I doing? Well, I'm tumbling each set twice. The first time I'll use detergent, one of these two, and then once all the grease and grime have gotten off from it, and it's just rust, then I tumble them in evapor rust. I've been told that Cred Cutter works a lot better, so I think if I had to do it over again, I'd get Cred Cutter. But this stuff is good because I don't know about Cred Cutter, but this is reusable. It gets gross looking, but it still functions, and you can use it again and again and again. So I don't know, maybe go with the evapor rust. So I figured I'd make this video because I just took apart a bunch of engine things and body things. So I have some greasy nuts and bolts. I have some rusty nuts and bolts, and I have some combination greasy and rusty nuts and bolts. I think I'm going to throw about 3/4 of these into the tumbler. I'm going to use I don't know, probably the purple power, and I'll probably run it overnight, and then come back tomorrow, and tomorrow night I'll probably I'll clean them up, rinse them off. I'll put evapor rust in them, and run them one more night in the evapor rust, and I'll show you the results. All right, so here we go. This might be a little tough to do one-handed. So I'll do some of the greasy ones, most of the rusty ones. Greasy ones actually come out a lot easier than rusty, obviously. You know what? I might be able to just do all of these. And one thing that's key is don't mess around with trying to clean anything yourself. You know what I mean? The whole point of this process is to have it done for you. So I was like, oh, what am I doing? I was like trying to clean everything, or like pre-clean things, and I realized, why am I doing that? This makes it easy. Okay, so I'm gonna just pour this in, hopefully not spill it all over. Oh, there's a little spill. And I put a little too much in there actually, but normally I just kind of barely cover up the thing. I'm going to put the camera down for a second while I cinch this tight. There you go. All right, let's throw it on the tumbler, shall we? Tumble time. Tumbler POV right here. Okay. And what I did was I have all this insulation I haven't used yet, so this just kind of fits in there. There's a little motor that drives it around this centerpiece. Super cheap. I mean, I'm not kidding. I bought two more. $6. Like, when am I not going to buy two more? Yes, this plugs into the wall. Hit the button. Hit the button again. There it is. So it's just spinning. And just so I don't get in trouble with the wife, I'll throw this on. Oh wait. Okay, throw this over it. And throw this over it. And lean this up against it. And boom, there's my quiet tumbling system. Alright, so yeah, I'll show you what that looks like tomorrow when I take them out, and then I'll put them back in the tumbler with the with the evaporust, and then I'll show you what it looks like when they come out of there. Okay, it's the next morning, and let's see, I put them in at about like 7 last night, and it's I don't know, almost 6 right now. Oh, so let's see what they look like. Again, great little tumbler. Anything just goes. Oh, we need to get a bin to put them into. All right. Let's see how these look. Hold on a second. I'm gonna pause to open up the thing. All right. So I just kind of strained these things out by hand, and they're still sort of wet, but I think evaporate is water based, so it shouldn't matter. Obviously, you wouldn't want to let them sit like this very long, or they do the opposite of evaporusting. All right, one little guy, 2 little guys down here, and 3 little guys down here. All right, so evaporust. Now this is super black and gross looking because, like I said, I've used it a few times. But again, it still seems to work just fine. So time and time again. So I'm thinking not really any reason. I guess that makes it sort of more worthwhile. Here they are. I just got home and I just took them out. And let me switch the camera over. Okay, and it is filming this time. Let's see, can I? Hold on, I have to loosen the top. Okay, and so here I got the top loose, and now we're gonna save the evaporust. So I'll just pour everything into this down here, and I'll just pause it. I'll go ahead and pull a couple of these out to show you, and then we'll get them all the way out. All right, now I got my gloves on, and let's take a look at like this one. Dry it off a little bit, bring it out into the light. I mean, come on, that's a brand new looking bolt, in my opinion. So this is one of the pan bolts. It wasn't too rusty. Let's get something that was rusty. Let's see, what do we got here? This one was very rusty, not 100%. Let me dry it off a little. Drying. This one's very rusty. Threads look, try to get the focus going. The threads look really good. They actually look really good as soon as they come out of the detergent. But yeah, in terms of pretty much getting all the rust off, I don't know why I can't keep focus here, but I'd say it looks pretty great. So that's the process. I will pour this back in here and maybe take a final glamour shot of all the nuts and bolts. Okay, so that is it. Here's the final shot. I'll get zoomed in as much as I can. This stuff looks, you can still see some rust, but come on. I mean, I've literally put 0 man hours into this other than just transferring them over into the different vessels with the different chemicals. So, and this stuff is cheap. I mean, the purple power, the cheap $6 or at most $40 tumbler, and the evaporust. I only got a half a gallon. If you're just doing a hardware like me, that's probably enough because it fills my tumbler, right? And again, so far we used it like 6 times and it seems to work the same every time. I've seen some other videos where they say they've reused it even more. So good deal. All right, folks. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time.